We made a conscious decision in 2013 to move our family to Bend, Oregon, out of California. And through the process of getting integrated into the local community here, I met Dirk. He had mentioned Depot Bay a couple times, and I thought, okay, interesting. Well, the Oregon coast is unique, and we kind of planted the seed about Depot Bay, and it wasn't until a year later, and then conversations started around Lot 23. And once you stood there, it was hard to say no. It's hard not to be drawn to Dirk as a person. He's extremely optimistic, high energy, thoughtful, caring, transparent, all the things that you would want in a friend, let alone a contractor. But just as a human being, he's a great person. We talked with Momentasize and the rest of the team. They just made the whole process simple because, one, we wanted to build a house, but we also didn't want to necessarily go through all of the nitpicking and doing really tedious customization work. So Momentasize and the whole team made it very easy to create a custom build that was also part of a pre-package. We wanted to strike the balance between semi-customization and making the process super easy, and they delivered. One of the things I loved most about Momentasize, Dirk in particular, is every week he was out at the job site. He would send us video updates since we're 4 hours away, and always ended those videos, whether it was cloudy or sunny, with the money shot view of the north-facing ocean views. And every time we saw that, it was just a way for us to feel engaged in the process, even though we were far away. Keeping us engaged in that process was awesome. Momentasize, Dirk and his team are phenomenal at open communication. And that actually started first in the early days of the process. I'll never forget our first meeting, sitting there and Dirk opening up the entire project timeline and all of the estimates as it relates to cost of construction were for our eyes. There was no smoke and mirrors and no hidden agenda inclusive of his fees to actually do the project. And I operate that way in my business life through transparency, and Momentasize does the same thing. As it relates to leveraging contractors, I can't recommend Momentasize enough. Dirk and his team are phenomenal in terms of communication, transparency, and I'd like to also touch on Dirk's innate desire to always make sure the customer is satisfied. His team's commitment to making everything right has been top-notch. It's been a wonderful experience. I can't recommend it enough.